Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Hybrid Now. Today, we're going to jump in the new Prius over here, and I'm going to run through some of the screens, maybe all of the screens, on the infotainment system, just to see what's there, and honestly, to refamiliarize myself with them as well. It's been a while since I've gone through them. I've had the car for several months now, and honestly, I have kind of forgotten what some of the screens are or what they do, and I do want to reset the fuel consumption and trip meter and all that stuff, whatever it has, so that I can get a more accurate reading, I guess, of the current fuel economy that I'm getting. Because it seems a little bit low, but I've never reset it since I got the car. So there could be some old information in there from when it was just sitting and idling while I was going through it with the dealership and all that stuff. So that would skew the numbers a little bit. So let's hop in and take a look.
All right, we're in the car, obviously, and the first thing that I want to tackle is changing the fuel reset or the fuel measurement meter. In other words, how many miles per gallon I'm getting. I want to reset it so I can start over. So we're going to take a look at the screen here. That's what I'm showing right now. Now, to go through the menu and stuff, you can do two things, I think. You can push one of the arrows here on the steering wheel, or I think you can push this menu thing. Let's try that, see what happens. Well, that actually changes what you see on the screen. So it's going from just the center view, I guess, for the speedometer and all that other stuff, to showing information on the left. Right now it's showing how the battery and the engine and all that stuff is working. So we're going to hit the arrow, and I'm just going to use this little pad here to kind of run through. So when you see the screens change, I'm either moving one of the arrows or pushing OK. So here we go. I'm just going to hit a button to activate it. And we're going to go up to the leaf on there, and I'm going to hit enter. And you can see it shows fuel economy and all that stuff. And it says hold OK to reset, which I just did. So now you can see it has reset. That is what I wanted to do. Now, we'll see if there's more on that on the screen over here. And speaking of the screen, right now, we're on just the radio side, I guess. And that's pretty self-explanatory, I guess. You've got your radio stations and stuff up there. Then you have a phone button right here. That's going to show you the phone, although I don't have my phone connected right now because I don't have it linked up, I guess. And one thing I want to mention about that, depending on how old your phone is, I have found with the newer phones, and I have the latest and greatest iPhone, it doesn't stay synced up very well. And I think that's because the system in the car needs to update so it can communicate with the new software on the phone. Because I have linked up my phone to the car before. So it should be there, but it is not showing up. And maybe I can just hit connect device and put it on. I don't know. Let's move on. We're going to go down to the little car icon there. And you can see we've got climate. Kind of shows you where it's set right now. I have it on auto. And then it has options. You can do some different things. Not interested in any of that. So now we're going to go back. Go to trip information. This is what I want to see. Right now, and I'm going to reset this again before I go for a drive, because now we're just sitting in the driveway, and again, I'm skewing those numbers, right? So I want to start fresh. Down here, you can clear the data. Right now, it's got a trip range and stuff. It doesn't really show. I guess it does show fuel economy for what I've been driving. I'm going to clear that. It says, are you sure you want to clear all trip information? Yes, because I want to start over. And again, I'll probably do that again a little bit later on. History, it's going to show what I was getting here. And it was 44.7 miles per gallon, you can see. And that takes into account all of my old stuff. I'm going to clear that as well, because I want that to start over. Now, let's go back. We have energy flow, one of my favorite screens on the car. It shows how energy is being used or where it's coming from. Right now, the only thing lit up is the battery, and that's because that's all we're running on right now is battery. Nothing else is running. If this were lit up,
that would be the engine. We would be using power from the engine, and you will probably hear it kick on while we're just sitting here. Let's go back. Vehicle alert. And we have no vehicle alerts. I think that's a good thing. Down at the bottom, and I think we've gone through all of them. Yes. Down at the bottom, we have this gear, which usually means settings. And you can see here, it's got my lovely face on there because I'm the primary driver. No profiles. I could set up a profile if I wanted, I guess. Personal info. I'm not going to click that because I'm not sure what's in there. Bluetooth devices, that would be my phone or anything else that I might have hooked up, which right now it's not. General. It's got accessibility, screen beep. You can hear that happening as I hit things. Date and time. It's got everything set up there. And it's all done by GPS in my case. You could go to 24-hour time if you're maybe military, and also a format for how it looks. Keyboard. There's nothing in there for the keyboard. Language and units, well, you know what that means. English, set automatically, blah, blah, blah. Nothing really exciting in there. Let's go down to notifications. Software updates is on. Vehicle suggestions is on. Virtual assistant. Navigation. Turn-by-turn directions. All the navigation things you can choose. Let's go to Wi-Fi. Right now, I'm not using it as a hotspot or anything, and the Wi-Fi does not seem to be connected to anything, I guess. Not a big deal right now. Display, let's see. It's got a brightness, contrast, and I think that's about it. Not much more there to see. Camera, same thing, different settings, displays, whatever. Let's go down to sound and media. Auto levelizer, adjust volume based on driving speed. I don't have that set right now. It's got ringtone, messages, system voice, driving assist, all kinds of different things you can change. Let's go back. Navigation, I'm going to stay away from. Voice and search. This is kind of cool. You can actually talk to the system. I think that's pretty cool, kind of like you do with Alexa or something. I'm not going to say the words because then it will kick me into that system and I don't want to be in that. Vehicle customize. For lights, you can change a bunch of different things there you can see. Door control, the way that things unlock, a bunch of different stuff you can change there. Boarding and exit. This is one thing that I changed when I first got the car. The seat was set to slide all the way back for easier entry and exit, I guess, when you open the door. That kind of drove me nuts. I have it turned off. Custom drive mode, powertrain normal, steering normal, air conditioning normal. You can change those things. For instance, let's look at steering. I could change it to sport as opposed to normal. That would make it a little bit more stiff, I guess. And then the powertrain, let's see, we'll just go okay. I'll leave it where it is for now. Powertrain, I could change from normal to either sport or eco as a default. And someone had asked recently about how to change that to get it out of eco. Theirs is always on eco. Well, there you go. That's how you change it. Go into the settings, vehicle customize, and then change it to whatever you want it to be. And I'm just going to leave it at normal for right now. Let's go to climate. It just has this AC mode with auto. Right now I have mine on. And lastly, utility, ACC customize. Let's see what that's about. And it doesn't give me any other options. For now, I'm going to leave it off because, frankly, I'm not that familiar with it. So let's get back out of here. And I think the rest of it, dealer info, info and security, software update and apps. Let's check the software for update. There are none available, so you don't have to worry about that. Info and security. Enable digital key. I've done that so that I can use my phone actually to start the car as opposed to using the key itself. And dealer info is just my dealer that I use. I just wanted to kind of bring you guys along, kind of look through the screens a little bit, refresh myself, and reset that trip meter
function so that I can get more accurate information. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. You aware of all this stuff? Do you ever change any of these things yourself, or do you just sit it or set it and forget it? I'd be curious to know. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.